A couple dozen cars fill the parking lot at Aldersgate Church on Rockton Avenue in Rockford today as a way for the church to collect school supplies. As admission to the event, people could either drop something off at the show or donate money, which the church will use to buy those items. An Aldersgate trustee says the supplies will help students attending 4 area schools near the church. The event also included food trucks and rock and roll music by Wolfman. Trustee Jay Alm says the heat may have deterred some people from coming, but says some donations are better than none.
We're happy with what turned out, and hopefully we can make a difference in promoting fellowship. We'll just continue to do what we can do, and if we can help one person, we did good.